2, 1.
Welcome to the meeting this evening of the Utilities Committee. This is February 11th, and we are currently at about 3 minutes after 5. On my right is Mr. Lutz, and to my left is Mr. Twist. We have 2 items before us this afternoon. Mr. Titterington, would you explain, please?
As modest as you are, you, of course, are the chair, Mr. Terwilliger. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
a man who needs no introduction. The subject is to request council to authorize an agreement with the city of Dayton for the purchase of lime for the water plant operation. Since 2013, we've had a contract with the city of Dayton. They have a process where they can reconstitute lime, and we have found that it's worked very, very well. We were actually part of a 3-part contract between Dayton, Middletown, and us. Since that time, that was a 5-year agreement. That agreement has now expired. We have been talking with Dayton about moving forward with them. They have also reached out to several other communities in addition to Troy and Middletown, and so they will now have individual contracts with each of the communities. That's why our request is an authorization for a single agreement between us and Dayton. The value of this contract is $285,000. As part of that contract, we buy lime from them. It is at a cheaper price than if we were to go to the market and just buy regular lime, I guess. The contract requires that the lime that we buy, they will then take out of our lime lagoon and will haul it away. That had previously cost us about every other year $150,000 to $200,000 in that range, because we have the 2 lagoons, and it will accumulate over time. So that's been a very, very good contract for us. This would be a 5-year agreement with 3 additional 5-year renewals if both parties are mutually agreeable. There is one new provision in this contract that we may want them to haul and just dispose of or take additional lime out of our lagoon above and beyond what we will buy from them. There is an additional price estimated at around $20,000 based on history. That is still a far cheaper price than we would pay on the open market. And so we are recommending that you recommend to council authorizing this agreement. And we are not requesting emergency legislation. City Engineer Rhodes and water treatment plant superintendent Jeff Montz are here in the audience if you have anything else, because that's all I got.
Questions? Any? I don't have any. Mr. Twist?
On the 5 years, is there an increase each year then? Is it a 3%, 2%? Each year do they?
It's tied to the consumer price index for the price of lime, but it's, as Mr. Titterington said, it's extremely reasonable compared to the market. There is an increase. Yes, the cost of the purchase of lime is tied to the consumer price index, and it's indexed for that.
But it's not likely going to go up 25% in year 2.
No.
Just on that price index over the last so many years or whatever. Okay.
Right. And the other side of the agreement, the removal of lime residuals, that is pegged at a 3% minimum increase.
Okay.
That's due to the contract they have with the residuals removal company, but that still makes it a tremendously good deal for the city of Troy.
Yeah, I was just
Absolutely.
3% isn't bad increase.
Is the residual removal the $150,000 per pit?
We did nearly that amount. Last year, we were able to forego that because they agreed to come and take take it free of charge. But that's usually correct. It's usually 140 to 180, $200,000 a lagoon
Per pit or
That's
in
one-
total?
That's
per pit. The market price now is, well, the price quoted to Dayton that we will receive if we have that additional taken out would be $39.50 per dry ton, and we have about 4,000 dry ton per year at least. Other purveyors, removers quote even higher than that, so even that price in itself is a good deal compared to the market.
Okay, thanks. I don't have any more.
Any questions from persons in attendance? Comments? Okay. Vote to move forward, to accept this recommendation that we will present to council, authorizing the new agreement of the city of Troy to purchase from the city of Dayton for the water plant. What say you?
I move we move forward.
One,
Yes, move forward.
2, and 3. So we will move forward with that activity. Second issue.
Second item is a request that you recommend authorization for us to advertise for bids and enter a contract at the wastewater treatment plant for the replacement of the programmable logic controllers. That would be the Wonderware hardware. That is included in the budget at a cost of, or at a budget number of $170,000. That is the authorization limit that we are asking. That would include the equipment, and it's specific equipment that we need that you see is outlined in the actual report, as well as installation and accessories to do what we need to do. Again, we are not requesting emergency legislation.
Questions?
I'm just curious, how long do these pieces of equipment tend to last?
Mitch is here. Mr. Beckner is the wastewater treatment plant superintendent extraordinaire.
Yeah, the current equipment, the PLC 5s that we have now that we're replacing, they were installed starting in 1990. Generally, for that type of electronic equipment, I'd say the lifetime expectancy of 15 years. We've gotten closer to 20 or even more with some of ours.
Okay.
But they're currently listed as end of life, and they're no longer, the company's no longer supporting them, so.
Which means there's no parts or something, we can't,
Correct.
we can't get
Correct.
parts for them, and then
Exactly.
it's, okay.
Any others?
Nope.
Questions from persons here? Okay. How do you vote?
Let's move forward.
Forward
Move forward.
and a third. So the committee recommends that council move forward with the PLC purchasing and program.
Very good. Thank you.
Anything else before this committee?
No, sir.